Hello students, how are you? Hope you are able to understand the concepts related to exercise 2.1 and 2.2 of chapter relations and functions and are able to solve the questions from these exercises. If you have not done yet, do check my video from the link given below. Today I will discuss the exercise 2.3 and the miscellaneous, and I will solve some questions from these exercise so that you are able to solve the rest of the questions. And this is the last video of chapter relations and functions. Let us start. This is a question from exercise 2.3. Let us first read the statement of the question, that is, find the domain and the range of following real functions, that is fx is equal to under root 9 minus x square. So we have to find the value of x so that the fx remains in real value, that is fx belongs to R, or if we can say fx should not have the value in negative, otherwise negative value in under root will become the imaginary number. So let us start with the answer. Fx is equal to under root 9 minus x square and x belongs to R. If we substitute the value of x, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 or 0, 1, 2 and 3, this whole term, that is under root 9 minus x square, will remain positive. But when we substitute the value of x as minus 4 or plus 4, these terms will become negative. Answer will be minus under root 7 and this will be imaginary number. So value of x for which the fx will be real will be minus 3 to plus 3. So domain of fx will be minus 3 to plus 3, and similarly the range will lie between 0 to 3, and so range is 0 to 3 and domain is minus 3 to 3. Hope you are able to understand this answer clearly and nicely. This is the second question, and this question is from the miscellaneous exercise. Let us first read the statement of the question, that the relation f and g is defined by fx is equal to x square, which lies between 0 to 3, that is x lies between 0 to 3, and 3x when x lies between 3 to 10. Similarly gx is equal to x square when x lies between 0 to 2 and 3x when it lies between 2 to 10. Show that f is a function and g is a relation. Let us start with the answer. We will first solve the fx, which is given by x square and 3x, and these are the limits 0 to 3 and 3 to 10. So we will take the value of x as 3 and we will solve this question. When x is equal to 3, fx is equal to x square, so fx will be 9. Similarly, when x is equal to 3, fx is equal to 3x, again fx will be 9. So at x is equal to 3, fx is equal to 9. That is, x has only one image in y, that is 9. So it is a function. So now we will define that gx is a relation. So here gx is given by x square when x lies from 0 to 2 and 3x when x lies from 2 to 10. So we will define gx at x is equal to 2. At x is equal to gx to x square, taking the first limit, then gx value will be 2 square is equal to 4. Similarly, taking the second limit, gx will be equal to 3x, that is gx value will be 6. So x has two values, that is 4, 6, or we can say x has two image 4 and 6, and this is not a unique image, so it is not a function, it is a relation. Hope you are able to understand this question clearly. This question is again from the miscellaneous exercise. Let us first read the statement. Let R be a relation from n to n, that is a natural number, defined by R, that is a comma b, ab belongs to n and a is equal to b square. Are the following true? Out of this, which one is true? We have to justify this answer. Case 1 is a comma a belongs to R for all values of a belonging to n. Similarly, case 2 is a comma b belongs to R. This implies that b comma a also belongs to R. Similarly, case number 3 is a comma b belongs to R, b comma c belongs to R. This implies that a comma c belongs to R. Let us start with the answer. Here the relation is given by a is equal to b square. In case 1, let us take the value of a 2. That is 2 belongs to n, natural number. So value of a is 2, then value of b will be 2 square is equal to 4. Therefore this statement is not true. That is a is not equal to b square. Value of a is 2 and value of b square is 4. So this statement is not true. Now next second statement, that is AB belongs to R. This implies BA also belongs to R. Here we have to prove that A is equal to B square and B is equal to A square. Let us take the value of A and B as 9 and 3. So 9 and 3 belongs to natural number, condition satisfied. So A is equal to b square means 9 is equal to 3 square. Similarly, b is equal to a square means 3 is equal to 9 square is equal to 81, and this statement is not true because 3 is not equal to 81. Similarly, now we'll move to the third part, that is where to prove a is equal to c square if a is equal to b square and b is equal to c square given. So let us take the two numbers 16, 4, 4, 2. A and b value is 16, 4, b and c value is 4, 2. So all this number, that 16, 4 and 2 belongs to natural number. Condition satisfied. So we'll first find out the this number a square is a is equal to b square. 16 is equal to 4 square, satisfied. Similarly, we find this value 4 is equal to 2 square, condition satisfied. Now we have to prove that a is equal to c square. Value of a is 16 and value of c is 2. So 16 is not equal to 2 square, or we can say 4. Therefore, this statement is also not true. Hope you have understood this question nicely. This is again the question from miscellaneous exercise. Here the statement is, find the domain of the function fx is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1 upon x square minus 8x plus 12. This is a polynomial function. Let us start with the answer. So for the answer, we will first factorize the denominator, that is we will factorize x square minus 8x plus 12 by midterm splitting, and we get the two values x minus 6 comma x minus 2. So if we put the value of x as 6, the whole denominator becomes 0, or if we put the value of x as 2, again the whole denominator becomes 0. When denominator becomes 0, fx will be undefined. So fx will not have value 6 comma 2. So fx will have values r, that is all values of real number except 2 comma 6. So domain of the function f is a real number minus 2 comma 6. Hope you are able to understand these questions clearly and are able to solve all the questions from this exercise. If you face any problem or you have any doubt, do write in the comment section, and do not forget to share my video with your friends and classmates. Also, do not forget to subscribe my channel for regular updates. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.